Hi, I'm Darnell with Way 11 Recipes, and this is my 30-day review of the Bella Air Fryer Toaster Oven. And if you've not already seen it, please do see the initial review. That's where I do test cooks, measurements, all types of testing. I go through all the details of how to use it and to maintain it. Everything in that regard is in the initial review, so I do hope that you check it out. This is the 30-day review where I do a follow-up and I talk to you about my thoughts, my impressions, and how I feel it compares to some other things. So if you've already seen the initial review, this will give you some supplemental information after I've used it for 30 days. My general impression of this air fryer is that it's a solid air fryer oven. If you're just looking for a solid air fryer oven without too many bells and whistles and yada dadas, this is it. It's a decent air fryer oven. Usually you can find it for a good price, and so for what it's priced at usually, I feel that it's a good deal. Anything that I would expect more would be in something that costs a lot more, but for its price, it is a very good air fryer oven for the price. So if you can get it at a good price, then get it. For something more expensive, I would expect more features and more other things, but for this one, I don't have any real negatives for what it is. So if you're just looking for something solid that gets the job done, this is it. The user interface is super easy. You can't get easier than just the dials. And so there's no need to go through any worries of figuring out how to use it, because it's just as simple as even like conventional ovens were or are. You can use this the same type of way with the knobs that it has. And so that's very nice. And also with this, unlike the digital type of air fryer ovens, you can not only change the time and temperature on the fly in the middle of a cook, you can even change the function in the middle of a cook, because the function is a dial, a knob too. You can just turn the knob. If you set it to the wrong function when you start the cook, you can just turn that knob right in the middle of the cook. And if you're switching from bake to air fry, that fan will come right on in the middle of the cook if you're switching from bake to air fry. The build quality is pretty sturdy, so it feels like it would last and not fall apart on you. So I do feel that it's a quality build air fryer from just kind of feeling, lifting it and such. And as far as noise, it doesn't make noise. I mean, it's pretty quiet. On air fry, I mean, the fan runs, but it's still pretty quiet, even with air fry. As far as the evenness of cooks, cooks are fairly even overall. And when it comes to the heat level of this air fryer oven, it cooks a little hotter than some other air fryer ovens usually might. I mean, even though I do temperature testing in initial review, when you're cooking food, you can sometimes see if things are cooking a lot quicker or slower, or cooking a little harder than you would with most other air fryer ovens. This one cooks a little hotter, so I'd recommend when using it, and I'm not talking about comparison with conventional ovens, I'm talking about in comparison with other air fryer ovens. When cooking with this, you probably want to use a slightly lower temperature than you would with other air fryer ovens, or you might just need a shorter cooking time, but you can feel it out as you use it, but it does tend to cook a little hotter. I had no smoke issues at all with this air fryer oven, and now I'm going to talk to you about the functions that I used. And the air fry function works well. The bake function also works well. The toast function, basically for an air fryer oven, it's pretty good. I mean, air fryer ovens aren't going to do as good as your traditional like stand-up toaster, but for an air fryer oven it does pretty good. The roast function is good, but keep in mind it's going to cook a little hotter, so you want to be careful with that when you're using the roast function, especially because you might want to try and cook something over a longer period of time, so you want to keep an eye on things. Convection bake also works well. Keep warm as well, it works well, and you can also use keep warm to reheat if you want to use it as a reheat function also. I didn't use the broil function. As far as cleaning, it's very easy to clean, and although it's easy to clean, it doesn't have any of that ceramic stuff inside of it or on the accessories as far as I can tell, and I actually prefer that. I just rather not have any of the extra chemicals or chemical coatings, whatever they want to call them, on my air fryer oven. But with that, you're going to get maybe some stains on things here and there. It might not be as easy to remove some of the stains as it would with things that have those coatings on them. But all the same, still mine. The only place that I ended up with stains were on the big pan. I mean, you could do a little extra work to get those types of things off, but I wasn't really pressed about it, but just wanted to make you aware of that. Now I do want to just show you inside. You can see things are clean in there. Things are easy to clean, and show you the accessories real quick. I mean, this is the rack. The rack, you know, easy clean, no problem there. Air fry basket, no problem there. The bake pan, you know, you see I do have some stains there from cooking things and there being some stains kind of sticking on. And I know I could use, you know, more extensive efforts to get the stains off, but it's not really something that I'm very worried over, so it's okay. Now I want to talk about some comparisons, and I'm only going to compare with a couple of things, but if there's something that I don't compare it with, here on the channel there are well over 900 videos covering well over 100 different types of countertop cookers, so you can always check out the other videos and see what you think about others. But this Bella, in comparison with the Chefman 20-quart 12-in-1 air fryer oven, both are decent air fryer ovens, but the Bella not having a touch screen is actually my preference. Not having the touch screen just made it easier to use. I prefer, I mean, even if it's digital but it has the buttons, physical buttons, I'd prefer that over a touch screen on anything. But this just having the physical knobs, I like that in the Bella. Like I said, you can change things anytime you want. There's no having to figure out how does this one work and, you know, manipulating buttons and things. It's just straightforward and go. So I prefer the Bella just for its simplicity over the Chefman. Now the Ninja Prestige, I want to compare it with that. The Ninja Prestige is my personal favorite of all cookers, so just so you know that there. So basically in comparison, the Ninja Prestige is larger. The oven door seal is better on the Ninja Prestige. The Ninja Prestige has the automatic pause when you open the door, so I like that a lot. Also the Ninja Prestige, when I cook with it, the food comes out a lot more moist than it does from the Bella. The Bella, things come out a little drier than they do in the Ninja Prestige. So, you know, the Ninja Prestige is my champ for a lot of reasons, and so it remains that way. But the Ninja Prestige, keep in mind, costs a whole lot more than this Bella. I mean, you could buy multiple of these Bellas for one Ninja Prestige usually, unless they make some major price changes. So, you know, with that in mind, like I said, the Bella is solid for what it does, and for being a lower price point cooker, I definitely like it. So I hope that you enjoyed this 30-day review of the Bella air fryer toaster oven. And nothing in this video is sponsored, nothing given to me at all, and no kickbacks or any of that type of stuff. I buy all this stuff. So, and I buy it at stores, you know, full price, or if I can get a discount at stores, the same one that any of you can get at that point in time. Now, I do want to mention that if you see the shop icon here on the Wave Oven Recipes YouTube channel and you're interested in this cooker and you use that shop icon, I do get a commission from that. It does help the channel. So if you want to shop that way, that's cool. Also, in the video description, there are links to several stores. You can use those as your jump off point for shopping all the time if you want, and that also helps the channel. There are also ways in the video description, such as my cookbook, merch, membership, donations, lots of ways to help. And also you can always check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. Again, that's superwaveovenrecipes.com. And there are free ways that you can help also. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.